weekdays. Stream First Alert Weather Plus.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us.
WLBT's First Alert Weather Team is keeping you up to date with the latest information. From your morning commute to your afternoon drive, we're on your side, streaming on your favorite devices. WLBT First Alert Weather Plus.
All right, good morning, everyone. I almost said evening because it's been everywhere. Been all over the place. Anyway,
That's
good
true.
morning, everyone. Pretty nice start to the day. It was a little chilly, but we're already making strides to the 60s, and eventually we'll top out in the 70s today. Right now, it's already 55 degrees. Not too bad humidity-wise either. It's pretty comfortable outside. And we're going to continue to see this trend for the rest of today. But we're also keeping a close eye on what's going on out in Vicksburg, also down in Natchez, along the Mississippi River right now. The river is up to 36 feet, a little bit over 36 feet. It's expected to reach the flood stage by Friday, which is at 43 feet. And then it'll eventually crest by the time we head into this weekend at 48 feet. Which is the fifth highest. No, it's been 5 years, I believe, since we've seen the river get to this height. But we're not expecting to break any kind of records or anything like that. So
and this is all because not necessarily that we saw a lot of rainfall from these past storms, but areas off to the north of us do. So a lot of that rain has to go somewhere, and most of it flows into the Mississippi. So that's really why we're seeing a lot of this slow, gradual moving river flood warnings. So again, this is not something that is just going to happen overnight. It's going to slowly be creeping up into areas further off along the Mississippi River. So if you or friends or family live along the Mississippi River, even if it's in those smaller towns, give them a call, give them a heads up, especially in those low-lying areas that you could easily see some flooding out there. So something definitely to keep in mind. Thankfully, we're not adding a lot of rainfall here in central Mississippi.
We're pretty much not going to add any. But yeah, most people, I think, out that way either have elevated surfaces, but overall they are prepping out there. So, which is good news. I know back home, the Ohio River has gone crazy, but for us here, we're not expected to see much in terms of rain to add on to those river totals, and it's going to be relatively quiet. But we do have the chance for an isolated shower, maybe a rumble of thunder Thursday evening, although things are just not really looking impressive from our short range models. They barely have anything Thursday night, but afterwards it's all associated with a cold front, but after it sweeps through, really just going to notice a drop in our temperatures, not by much, still going to be in the low 70s, sitting pretty comfortably Friday and Saturday, although I do expect it to be a little bit windy Friday, more so than Saturday. But overall, I think it's going to be pretty nice considering the stormy weather that we saw over the past couple of weekends. So we're finally going to get a break from that. Now, I will say we do have a marginal risk, a level 1 out of 5 for areas along and north of I-20, but don't read too much into it. Just if any of these storms do reach severe limits or the severe criteria, it's just going to be some gusty winds, maybe some smaller hail. So overall, not looking to be too bad for us here on Thursday night. Yeah, thankfully it's not major, but it is going to be overnight, and it's going to be very, very isolated. I want to stress that because I know a lot of people's storm anxiety is high from over really the past couple months of just having rounds and rounds of severe weather. So there's a slight chance that we could see those storms that do fire up be fairly strong. But again, there's only one little cell that's popping up there in our viewing area. So I'm not too worried about it. We're not too worried. Models have been actually trending back on it. So we may see some, we may not see anything at all. So, but honestly, it really shouldn't affect you by much, only maybe just a little bit noisy, especially further off to the north and east. As the front sweeps through, but it's as soon as it arrives, it's going to quickly move on out, and then we're left with quiet weather for the rest of your Friday. So overall, looking pretty good to wrap up this week, and even into this weekend. We will be a little bit chilly on Saturday, but not too bad. It's only the low 70s, but straight back to the 80s on Sunday, and then Monday will be a little bit of a warmer start in the middle and upper 80s. And then we pretty much just hang out in the low 80s for most of next week.
Yeah.
So
it looks really good into the first alert forecast. Thankfully thankfully we have a nice little break from all those nasty storms, and it's a very nice breath of fresh air going forward.
Over the next 7 to 10 days, SPC, besides with the exception of Thursday, but again, very marginal, doesn't really have much for us in terms of severe weather. So that is some good news. Of course, we'll continue to let you know if any of that does change. I think our next best chance to maybe see a little bit more shower activity will arrive by Friday of next week. I know people will probably be off because next weekend is Easter, but no need to worry about canceling plans or anything like that. Just giving you the first alert. But otherwise, things are going to be relatively quiet, at least for the next 7 to 10 days. So,
and if you have any questions about anything regarding the forecast, you can always reach out to us at any time, and we'll try our best to get back to you. But that's all we really got right now. Enjoy the beautiful weather and go outside and have a nice lunch.